Hi, everybody. It's Tom with Chap. How are you? So, today, touchy subject learning your lines, getting off book. I'm going to say things that are going to make people mad. So, I'm proposing that you all get off book before the first rehearsal. I know, you're getting mad already. Some people don't want to do this, some people procrastinate, and you're doing yourself a huge disservice. And a disservice to everybody else in the show. When you said you'd be in this show, that you take this part, you made a commitment to everybody else and the director and the artistic director and the public that you would learn your lines. So do it. Now, I'm going to have a bunch of apps go across behind me in no particular order. They are the most popular memorizing apps for lines. Now, I looked at some of them and I realized that I couldn't recommend one in particular because everybody learns at a different rate. So please go through them, read the reviews, see which one works best for you. They all sort of work on what I've always done, which is just record myself. And now that I'm staring at the camera, the example of the recording has left my brain. Oh, but I have another one. Midsummer Night's Dream. The fairies meet, and Oberon and Titania are fighting, blah, blah, blah. And he wants to steal her boy that she's raising. Now, she's immortal, and there was a votress, and she was mortal, and she had a baby, and she died. And Titania's upset about this. And the speech is beautiful. It's about the nature of female friendship and the beauty of pregnancy. And it's basically saying, no, for her sake, I will rear up her boy. And his line is something like, I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman. So if it was me, I would say Oberon's line, if I was playing Titania, I would say Oberon's line very flat on the recording. I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman. That's your cue. That's your leader line. It's leading you in. And as to Tanya, I would say it with some feeling. And then, as you're listening to this recording, you repeat your part as you are speaking on the recording. I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman. Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air, full often by night. Do you see what I mean? So you're making choices about your part, which is fine because once you get into the rehearsal room, those choices may change. Some of the lines may be cut. You just never know, but you have an excellent base to start. Now, some lines won't come to you naturally because they're long speeches. Even more reason to prepare yourself a lot ahead of time, way ahead of time. Some things like a no coward will be just quick lines, poppity pop, 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 back and forth. And that won't maybe cement in your brain until you have that scene partner. But at least you've given it a good start. And once you get that scene partner and you start popping those lines back and forth, they land perfectly every time. Your job is to know your lines and then work on your character, work on your blocking. Your blocking could be very extensive that you didn't know about. You're not just sitting in a chair delivering your lines and not doing anything. It's a play, it's a musical, it's an opera, it's a ballet. You need to know your lines. Well, not a ballet, but maybe maybe you're in a new ballet and it has lines. Also, I know directors are very upset when they have returning groups of people that don't learn their lines, and they worked with them year after year, and they never learn their lines. And there's all kinds of excuses like, I'm very busy. I'm a new parent. We don't sleep very much. These are all valid. Or I'm over 70 and it's hard to learn my lines. Or I'm in high school and I'm a teenager who's not learning my lines, not realizing how serious this craft is. And it is a craft. Those people I recommend with your groups when they come back year after year and they sit at that first read through and they crack a joke saying, I haven't even looked at this script. And you feel your anger coming through your temples. Don't. Start fixing that. So you cast months in advance, or at least you should. Cast months in advance, and as soon as you cast your play or musical, have a first read through. Now it's not the official first read through, call it a stumble through. Just a first one. All get together around a table and have a stumble through of that piece. Everyone will say their lines and tell them, we are doing this to get a jump on things. We've all read the piece. I know we've all read the piece. And I'm saying to your faces, I want you off book before first rehearsal. I want you off book, no ifs, ands, or buts, period. And this is also to benefit you. I want you to think about your character and what choices you'd like to make. Now, is that true? Maybe not. But you should let them believe that that is true, and it should be true a little bit. We want them to bring forth the best characters they can, and now you've told them to their face, get off book before first rehearsal. You've given them a job. Think about your character. Think about your choices. Think about things. They could come up with some amazing things, and that's wonderful. And it just benefits you. Then when you're ready, have your first read through, and it'll be so much better. And you will know that they've been thinking about it, they've been looking at it, they've been learning their lines. There's none of this like, oh, I didn't read that in the email you sent. Oh, I didn't get that in the phone message you sent. I didn't get that in the text that you said, learn your lines. I didn't know that. No excuses. Okay, so let the comments go crazy. Tell me why you don't think you should learn your lines on time. And yeah, we could read these out later. Maybe not, but be responsible. Learn your lines, get off book. I'm telling you, it's the only way forward in any of this. And it is a craft. And remember, people are paying money for you to do your job. So do your job. That's why you wanted this part. Okay. Hopefully some of these apps will work for you. If not, go the old-fashioned way. There's lots of different ways for you to learn your part. And last thing, come to think of it, I often hear from people, the director or the literary department didn't give me a script. Something happens. Okay, but your director has your script. So have them email it to you, okay? Your director always has the script. They're fussing over the script. They have it. Send it to you in an email, and you get it ahead of time. There is no excuse for not having your script, no matter what your part is. No matter if you're playing Helen Keller and your only line is water. You should know what's happening on stage. Yes, you're a child. You should know what's happening on stage. You should be familiar with the play. Read the script. All right. That's enough scolding. Like and subscribe and come back for more. Thank you.